Round 9 of the Carling Black Label Currie Cup wraps up right here in the City of Oaks. Nestled in the Cape Winelands, this is the Donnie Craven Stadium. Today, home ground to DHL Western Province, who take on the Airlink Pumas in what is a pivotal match as we come towards the conclusion of the group stages. Make sure to get your bets in. The odds are looking favorable for the home team, but keep an eye on the Airlink Pumas because they have a lot more to play for, and they have been more consistent this season than the side that plays in the blue and white hoops. Western Province have been nurturing some of the younger players, preparing, of course, for the UR season which is to come, making sure they have options galore, but they have suffered as a result in the Currie Cup competition. 22 degrees barely does it justice. Summer is just around the corner in Cape Town, and the sun is beating down here at the University of Stellenbosch. Of course, this is the first team field of that very university. We're looking at the starting lineups for the Pumas. Kwanda Dimaza leads the side from the number 8 position in the absence of Shane Kirkwood today. Tino Swanepoel has been sourcing in the number 15 jersey, and Daniel Fasachi will have Godwin Masimba in partnership, and they will need to fire today. Masimba, of course, a long-time veteran of Western Province rugby. Looking at their starting lineup right now, Willie Engelbrecht, who was previously captain of the Pumas when they lifted the trophy in 2022, will lead Western Province onto the field today. Devon Fuller, a youngster in the number 8 jersey. Luke Berger, similarly so in the 15. And the front three all attended Paul Roos High School right here in Stellenbosch. And that is the scene. What a spectacular scene it is. The city of Stellenbosch, what a glorious place to live and to study it must be. We're looking at the results from the weekend thus far. That opening one between the Griquas and the Cheetahs has thrown the entire log into jeopardy, meaning that the Airlink Pumas have a chance to usurp the Cheetahs into that 4th position. And then, heading into the final round next weekend, we may have a decider between the Cheetahs and the Pumas. They play each other in Nelspruit in the final round of log competition. The top 3 teams have locked down their spots. The Lions Bulls clash. The Yukskay Derby this weekend was something to behold. The Lions claiming that top spot, and they'll be confident of holding on to it heading into the knockout stages, which are just around the corner. It really is heating up, this competition, on the field and off, and we can't wait to see the final reckoning, which is coming real soon. A good crowd have made their way out to enjoy Western Province rugby here, and why not when the weather is this good? It's been a rough season for Western Province, who may in fact, if you follow the media stories, may be becoming the Stormers from all the way from the top down, just like the rest of the unions in the country. So Province Yo Lekker Ding is something you'll have to sing while you still can. This young Western Province side have it all to do and plenty to prove. They've got so many players that have a bright future in the game, including Imad Khan in the number 9 jersey, just 20 years of age. He's represented the SA Under-20 side so recently, as did Devon Fuller, as did Luke Berger. They've got Damian Marcus, who's also a recent Under-20 player, starting in the number 12 jersey. But perhaps the headline inclusion in the starting lineup for Western Province that I missed out moments ago is Mani Lebok. Will be making his Western Province debut in the Currie Cup, starting in the number 10 jersey today. The Airlink Pumas make their way out onto the Donnie Craven field. They will be desperate for victory today to move into 4th, and hopefully for them, hold that spot down until the knockout rounds. There is the captain, Kwanda Dimaza. Alongside me today, a man who wrote his name large in the South African rugby landscape, former Springbok Akona Ndungane Akona. It's a big one today.
Afternoon, Paul Stabzi. It should be a big game today. As we see the Airlink Pumas running out and led by the captain Damaza, I know they're coming here for 4 points or just a win, because that will keep them in the semi-finals. As we see Billy Engelbrecht runs out with the Western Province. They haven't had a very good season, but it should be a day for them to come out and show this crowd that's come out today to see what they can expect. A couple of youngsters, but it should be an exciting game to see.
Willie Engelbrecht, not the first time he's facing his old side, of course, but he'll always be keen, no doubt, to lay down a marker to show them why he left and how far he's come. Steven Kitsov starting in the front row, of course making his way back into full fitness and hoping to break back into that Springbok side. What a legend of a player he is, and no doubt the Stormers in Western Province will be glad to have him back. Stefan Geldenace, the man with the whistle, Archie Setlako up in the TMO box. And we are almost ready to go in round 9 of the Carling Black Label Currie Cup. Steamy conditions in Stellenbosch. We're ready for some scintillating rugby. The Airlink Pumas will kick us off, and we are ready to get underway. Danrich Vasagie with ball in hand sends it long. In a pivotal match, especially so for the Airlink Pumas, but for the likes of Mani Lebok and others, they'll be looking to get their season started ahead of the URC season, which is starting later this month. Kwanda Dimaza, captain of the Pumas, carries it in. Yannicke. Untidy, slow ruck ball for the Pumas, and Gotland Masimla sends one high. Adonis after that. The Western Province through Courtnall Skosan trying to get hands on ball. Here's Simelani. Stephen Kitsoff carries into Sampi Swiegers. Khan away to Lebok. He hangs one high for the chase on the outside, coming from Cupido and Marcus. Oh, what a claim in the air. Looks like Danrich Vasagie soaring through the Stellenbosch skies to claim that one. Mpofu. Masimla still playing on the halfway line for the time being, the Pumas.
Got it.
Looks like the turnover's good for Western Province. Khan wants to play it quickly. Slipping through the fingers of Mani Lebok. He's reclaimed possession and gets it away to Luke Berger. A dangerous runner to be sure. Sends it wide to Cupido. Cupido. It's ended up going into touch.
Really interesting start as we look at Jimmy Stonehouse. I'm sure he had a nice chat to his players to make sure that they come out and put this Western Province under pressure. But that's what you will expect from this DHL Western Province side. When there is a chance or a poor kick, that's what they will bring. Luke Berger from the back with Cupido. Nice exciting backs from the outside.
Quality line out from the Pumas. Dion Slubbert taking it in. The charge downs there from Province, putting the pressure on. Not the best start for the Pumas.
Use 9.
Masimla. Good distance and height on that clearing kick, and Mani Lebok is running onto it for Western Province. His first ever match for Western Province.
The offside 3.
Of course, not his first ever Currie Cup match.
Offside position. Lost by 10 forward.
Previously been at the Bulls and the Sharks, but he grew up watching Western Province, and he said he's very excited to be making his debut.
And I'm sure he's looking forward to this game today. We know he hasn't had a lot of game time with the Springboks, but this is a nice chance for him to just give the coaching staff from the box just a reminder of what they can do, the quality of the player. As we look at this kick from Pumas, and that's what Mani brings to the side. He can always take the ball up if the chase lines are not great. Unfortunately, they're just looking for that offload.
Perfect, thank you.
And then just giving away an easy penalty for the Airlink Pumas to exit from their own half.
Pumas play it to the front. Llewellyn Claassen sets the ruck. They're in the Western Province 22 now. Sampi Swiegers.
Release. 7. Release.
Yeah, discipline there, problem for Stassen. Just playing the ball on the ground. You have to release after you've made the tackle, especially when you're in your own half. Discipline has to be important. There we see Swiegers taking it up.
Open.
Good tackle fight, and unfortunately you can see there. Unfortunate, but still the ref was there to make the right call.
Claassen feeds the line out, and his captain Dimaza just can't hold on. Absolute chaos at line out time.
Okay, play on.
Play on is the call. No knock-ons there. Masimla away to Swiegers. They're in the red zone, the Pumas. Can they capitalize early on here, put the pressure on Province? Masimla trying to protect the ball at right time. Unable to clear the Western Province forwards. He needed support quicker than that. And now Western Province looking to play it from their very own try line. Luke Berger with the dummy and go, beats two.
All available.
Khan to Engelbrecht, he's been hunted.
High tackle. High tackle, yes.
You can see Masimla just rushing out of line. And you can understand because he's going to make a hit on a big guy, Bill Engelbrecht. But discipline has been an issue for both teams in this early part of this game. And I'm sure it's something that they will look to improve on. Just giving away easy exit for both sides. You can see the
middle.
Golden Masimla just getting out of line. Unfortunately, when he jumps, he just goes for that high tackle.
Fingertips for Western Province, they've lost control, and Sampi Swiegers is on the charge. Another attacking opportunity for the Pumas, and they'll have another one after this because there's a penalty advantage coming the way of the side in pink. Mpofu. Swiegers getting through plenty of work early on, the big number 3. Varsity Cup winning captain with Northwest University a couple of years ago. Oh, slipping through the gap there. Swart with the offload is quality. The fire back inside to Fisanti, who can't hold on.
Not on first.
And that was a big chance for the ailing Pumas to get on the scoreboard. You can see the look on Fisanti. He knows exactly what a big chance that was. And that's what Clinton Swart brings to the side. He takes that ball up, is able to get his hands through. Great support line from Van der Merwe. And unfortunately, just the pass just goes behind Fisanti and he knocks it on. But I think the Pumas will be happy with the start. You know, they've been in this Western Province half, but unfortunately not getting the points.
Patience on
It's
Bynum,
something that they
guys.
want to fix early in this game.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
So their Western Province giving up some kilograms in the front row, but making that up in the rest of the scrum. Pretty ferocious battle to start things off.
9. 9 way past the tunnel. Side.
Another penalty there by Masimla. You can understand he's a bit eager playing against his old teammates. He's trained with these guys for years. He understands how they think, how they play. But he just needs to come down a little bit.
No
As he's just given away 2 soft penalties by his standards, and solid scrum, great hit from both sides. And you can see just moving to the side. Unfortunately, Masimla just giving away another penalty, something that he has to fix.
Kotzer feeds the line-out trick play from Western Province, who get it away quickly. Marcus with the offload in the midfield for Engelbrecht. Fires one off the ground to keep the play alive to Cupido. Khan to Kotzer. Another player who's been a Western Province fan since his younger days. And here's Mani Lebok. He's set off the attacking maneuver now. Wonderful offload in the midst of the contact to Gary Porter. Khan for Marcus. He's going to put one through for Simelani to chase. One to Silas Simelani.
Taken back by Pinker. Okay. Taken back. Scrum 5.
That's great vision from Damien Marcus. Seeing that there's no cover at the back. Pumas had numbers up front, but a lot of space behind them. You can see they're still tracking back.
Okay, this is the picture that they
but great vision from the young center. And unfortunately, the bounce of that ball just not favoring Wandisile Simelani.
Archie, do you have anything on that?
But still, there's still a good chance for DHL Western Province, especially with Steven Kitsoff in that scrum. I'm sure they will back themselves to get a dominant scrum.
No, we need to clear you up. No, time off. Blood of number 3. There's way too much blood there. Nothing clear there. Okay.
proper front ranker. He's come into the match with a cut on his head, and it's been aggravated already. Sampi Swiegers, who was playing Kossais League when he got the call to be a part of the Northwest University first team, answered that call, became their captain, won the Varsity Cup.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. They quickly just going to wrap his head. Thanks.
Then, of course, O'Connor, he had the privilege of being called up to a book camp by Rassie Erasmus.
I'm sure that must have meant a lot to him for his game, for his confidence. Just being part of that setup, any player would want to be
Stay
there.
sharp on that 9, eh?
And the amount of learnings you would get from that, from the props that are there.
How about the Currie Cup competition this year? Giving chances to the likes of Damian, Marcus and other young players, and also you have the license to try some things off the cuff. The grabbers through for Simelane on the outside. You're seeing some really entertaining rugby.
And we have, and that's what you expect as we look at the crowd out in numbers. And you know, they always come out to support their team here in Cape Town. Just unfortunate that their team is not doing well in the Currie Cup. But I'm sure today they can give the crowd a nice smile with the win.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Khan feeds the scrum.
Advantage.
Both sides seem
Advantage
confident
blue.
of getting that power advantage. It's a penalty advantage to Western Province again for now. Oh, the pick and go in serious traffic from Andre Smith. Khan offloads to Kitsoff, who's met man
Leave
and
two.
ball. Big hit from
Leave
Mpofu.
two.
Imad Khan
You still advantage.
sets it free. Good quick pick up and go from Hendrey Stassen. He's been marshaled though, about a meter short now. Western Province looking for that chink in the armor. Quick play from Mani Lebok, caught behind the gain line, and a fine tackle from David Brits. Marcus, hesitation and go, well brought down in a tackle from Adonis. Luke Berger isolated, protecting that ball.
Back there.
Yeah, DHL Western Province playing with an advantage from the scrum.
No. There.
Mani Lebok just
Number
trying
one,
to take a quick
turning
ball.
and in.
And unfortunately, Yannicka just
Not staying straight. 1.
scrumming in, not staying straight in. You can see kicks off his side, it's just going forward. And that's what you
Scrum ball.
sort of could expect from this Western Province side, especially with that man there in front,
There's the mark.
leading from the front. So good to see him back in SA again.
Oh, it sure is. That coaching staff, we saw John Dobson, there he is, his head popping out from behind as well. They've been rotating the responsibilities throughout this Currie Cup competition, as have so many of the franchises, make
They
sure
were
that you have
dominant.
depth
I
on
got you,
and off the
but They were
field.
dominant and then you turned in.
And we saw Brock Harris there, the
Crouch.
coaching staff.
Yeah.
Bind! Set!
Khan to feed.
Straight collapse by both. Let's move.
Yeah, corner Brock Harris, once a teammate of Steven Kitsoff.
Has been around, played all over the world, and brings a lot of experience. And you can see the both props just collapsing. And Gelines just doing the right thing, just moving the guys just half a meter to the side, because you can understand how much that turf is struggling under that.
Bind! Set!
Khan feeds the scrum, another penalty advantage to Western Province. Marcus away to Lebok. Lebok sends the slip pass wide. Tino Swanepoel can't get to it, and here's Skosan. Berger. Clean ball for Khan. Khan took it into the half gap, then he got hunted by Nsika Fisanti. Made him think twice. Marcus sends it away. Ferocious defense on their own goal line thus far from the Pumas. They are fighting for something significant here today. An advantage heading into the final round against the Cheetahs on home turf, where they could lock in that final semi-final spot. Khan away to Stessen. Khan for the balk, the chip over the top from Mani Lebok. It's perfectly measured. Oh man, Berger can't hold on.
Number 1 hinging
And
under
that's
pressure.
what Manilibok brings to the side. Kicking with both feet.
1 hinge under
And
pressure.
the option was on there, unfortunately. You can see there with his left foot. Unfortunately, Luke Berger just couldn't gather that ball. Just needed a bit of soft hands, and the timing of the
Ball.
dive would have gotten Western Province over for their
Moet
first
probeer
try.
opbly daarso, né? Ek weet jy voel pressure, maar jy kan nie dan afgaan nie. Okay?
And we
Daar's
see
die man.
the Khalinesh just talking to Yannicka. And now Ellen Pumas will be under pressure because
Yeah.
you don't want to give so many
Then you can
penalties.
go, yeah.
Then
But just remember your offside
they'll
line
be
is
on the
the
team
tunnel.
warning, and that's
Yeah.
something that they're
Lees
not
hom af.
going to want.
And they will be troubled about just that. Western Province calling scrum after scrum. They've clearly identified a weakness here in the Airling Pumas.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Corne Velbach, the 22-year-old against Etienne Yannicka.
Okay, use it, no dominance.
This time Yannicka holding his own and fighting back indeed. Now the pickup from the back. Oh, almost able to stretch out Divan Fuller. Khan gets it away to Stassen. The Pumas standing strong. Porter trying for the line. Stopped by David Brith at the Western Province side. Goes again through JJ Cotter. They come up short. Khan wants to get it clear. Their numbers to the outside. Simelane feeds to Berger. Courtnell Skossan rounds it off.
And that's the pressure that Western Province have been putting on Airling Pumas. Courtnell Skossan going for his first team try. Easy run over there. No, not touched.
Thank you.
And that's the pressure coming from the forwards. You can see the JJ Cotter Stassen getting over the advantage line, drawing the numbers. Yes, the pass wasn't great, but the bounce of the ball was in favor for the Western Province. And Skossan going
They'll tell us
over.
on 20, eh?
Bit of miscommunication there,
Thank you. They'll tell us.
but Skossan won't score an easy try in his career.
Another Springbok in the ranks, of course. And that being Courtnell Skossan. This man obviously a Springbok. Still a current and active one, Mani Lebok. Mani Lebok, this one won't be curling back in. 5 points it remains. Western Province take the lead.
And you can see that everyone from the Airling Pumas just looking at the ball, not have enough numbers on the outside, and that's the pressure that Western Province has been putting. The forwards just getting over the advantage line, dominating the heads, throwing in the defenders. The space will always be on the outside.
Danrich Versaghi sends it high once more. Wandi Silas Simelane. He's breathed new life into his career since moving to Western Province from the Bulls. Courtnell Skossan's after this one, very well measured. Box kick that, and Western Province have many players in support to make sure they get hands on ball. The pass has been picked up by Stefan Kutsia. The Pumas back in possession on the halfway line. Versaghi sends it deep for Swart. Swart over the top, well-timed pass for Tino Swanepoel. The inside ball finds Brits on the charge. Oh, it looks like Stassen got over the ball there. The turnover is good for Western Province.
Blue won it.
Lebok filling in at halfback. Deft offload that to Stephen Kitsoff.
Use 9.
Imad Khan, not as much depth on this box kick. So charging onto it, Stefan Kutsia, it's too short for him as well.
In front of the kick.
The refs are always
1 and
strict
2
on
on that
that.
side.
Have to make sure that
1 and 2 on
you
this
stay
side.
behind the kicker. It wasn't a great kick from Imad Khan, it's a bit short, but discipline has to be paramount, especially after scoring a try. Give yourself a couple of seconds to chase the kick, and unfortunately now Western Province has given a very good chance to the Allen Pumas a chance to get on the
Time
scoreboard.
off.
Oh, Hendrey Stassen getting some treatment.
Time on.
He's been heavily involved in this first 20 minutes. Great carries from him.
Perfect.
And he had a very important steal for his side earlier on in the game.
Oh, clever line-out work from the Pumas, well executed as well. And Sikafi Santi dropping shoulder. Well met by the defense of Western Province. Mpofu driven backwards. Masimla to Janeke. Masimla off the Danrich Versace. It's been dropped by Riewald van der Merwe. Going to have to start hitting their straps earlier rather than later, the Pumas here.
And you can see that Jimmy Stonehouse not happy with that sort of attack play. Some of those players are just a bit flat. You can see there Van der Merwe just overrunning his pass from Versace.
Just sort him out, please.
No good communication between the players. And we've seen them last week as well. They never could start against the Novabit Griffins. And you don't want to have that against a DHL Western Province side that's looking for their win.
Putle Nojekwa onto the field to replace Sabbi Swiegers. It is a blood sub for the time being, so if Swiegers can get his head treated and stop the bleeding, then he may still take back to the field again.
Let's keep it up like a last scrum, guys. Very good.
And on a day like this, fitness management, especially in the front row, is going to be of paramount importance.
Crouch! Bind! Patience on bind. I know you're new. Patience on bind. Same ball.
We'll have a second go at that. Just the 5 points having been scored in the first 20 minutes of this match.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Expect another big contest up front.
One,
and another
elbow
penalty.
down. Number one.
To Western Province, Etienne Janeke identified once again.
Let up.
And that's a third penalty from Allen Pumas in the scrum. And that's what I think DHL Western Province will look to dominate this game in the set pieces, especially in the scrums. And you can see Jimmy Stonehouse not happy. Some punches in the air. So showing his expression there.
En op 'n angle daar so. Ek kan nie oor die woorde by angle nie. The PA is on the line. Open up. No, that's the middle. Middle, yeah. Sorry.
Kotza to feed the line out. Gary Porter the target. Western Province execute that one to perfection. Devon Fuller backs down for no one and no thing. The youngster goes charging into contact. Khan sends it over the top. Very well marshaled by Adonis. Saw that coming. Tino Swanepoel loves to launch a counter-attack. Tries to get on the outside. And he has been hunted by Cupido.
Two from each side.
Really good defense from the youngster Cupido. Just keeping his width. And that long pass from Adonis to Swanepoel just gave the Western Province defense enough time to get up and try to close that space.
Kotza grew up right here in Stellenbosch, feeds the line out. Porter the target again. Khan gets it away to Damian Marcus. The diminutive number 12 goes charging into contact on the crash ball.
One is playing the 9.
You can't do that. Another penalty advantage to Western Province. Plethora of penalties in the first half.
12.
Surely referee Geldenhuys will run out of patience soon.
Number 12 playing the 9.
I'm sure you will, especially in their own half. The Allen Pumas have been That discipline has let them down a bit. But also, with Western Province, their passing hasn't been very accurate. And you can understand it's the first game between Manny Liebok and Damien Marcus in that midfield. So I'm sure it's something that will get, as the game goes on, will improve. As we salute Damien Marcus taking the ball up nicely, gets over the advantage line. You can see the Clinton Swart just taking out the scrum half. You're not allowed to do that. The ref all day will give that penalty.
Kotza feeds Porter.
Oh.
Western Province set them all. Can they get it rolling?
That's one stop. It's over.
Pumas holding strong for the time being.
Province, you got to use it now. Use it now.
The instruction clear from referee Geldenays. Kotza breaks from the back. Can he get himself to ground?
Release.
He's got a knee down. He must be released. Porter picking up the pieces of that drive and going forward himself. Kitsov very well taken on a dipping ball and still powering forward after the contact. Khan, well, touch of indecision there. Corne Veilbach holding on to it. Marcus feeds. Oh, Cupido at a high speed. What a tackle from Adonis. Penalty, Pumas.
And that's what Clinton Swart will bring to the side. Very good with his carries, but will also go for the steal when it's there. It's a very good tackle from Adonis. And he was able to go in there without any cleaners and get a very good turnover for his side to relieve the pressure.
Looks like he was channeling the spirit of Jimmy Stonehouse there.
I wouldn't want to be any of the Pumas players, especially in that changing room.
The line-out feed comes from Llewellyn Klaassen. Fasachi takes it to the line. Masimla. It's a good tackle on Mpofu. Masimla gets it away from the rack,
of
but
blue.
eventually
Knock on from pink.
the knock-on comes from Mpumalanga. And the Pumas struggling to get it going here, Akona. Still just 5 points to 0.
Yeah, they just seem out of sync
I'm off.
amongst each other. Can understand what Clinton Swart was looking for. The space was on the outside. Imad Khan just going for the intercept.
I know it's a lot of different penalties.
And you can
but
see
we need
now
to be
Clinton
mindful
Swart just
of the number
down,
of
getting some
penalties we
attention.
concede. Okay. Quickly a chat
Just
there.
got a hit after the pass.
Yes.
But
yes.
I think for them, the senior players just need to calm down. Have a chat to the players. They know exactly what's at stake. Just try and get on the scoreboard, put Western Province under pressure. For them, it's just important
like I
to get
said,
a
we
win,
had
to give
a task. If
themselves a
there's
chance.
anything, the TMO will help us and clear it for us.
Look, there must be
No, the
frustration
second
as
one,
well for
I'm
the
happy with
Pumas,
it.
who of course were champions in 2022. They made the final in 2023. They were in the SA Cup final as well earlier this year. Then all of a sudden there's been this drop-off in the Currie Cup. But they still have a chance to make the semis if they can get it together in these next two matches. Well, this being the first of those two, of course.
And it's going to be important for them to actually get that momentum going to the playoffs.
Okay,
see the
let's
kids
just be
there
mindful now.
Putting some
of the
sunscreen.
surface here.
Weather's
A little bit higher,
beautiful.
please.
Everyone,
Let's have patience on this area of the field. Crouch. Bind. Set. Okay, let's move. Yeah. I can't go anywhere,
yeah, that part of the pitch is not good for the scrums. Not a lot of grass there. You can see that players cleaning their boots, making sure that there's no grass in between or mud.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Khan feeds the scrum, already on the move. Gets it away to Damian Marcus, taking it to the line again for Simelane. Couldn't get his hands free for the pass.
Release 9.
Khan sends it the other way. Gary Porter. What a workhorse he's turned out to be for the Western Province Rugby Union. Another penalty advantage to Western Province.
9. 9. I just spoke to your captain. That's a late tackle. Yeah.
And it's Masimla again. Stefan Geldines was clear.
Late tackle by 9.
Just spoke to the captain. Pumas had to lift that discipline and make sure that they don't do any cynical infringements. And Masimla just giving away a soft penalty there, making a late hit. You can see the Malilebok is deep enough. It's a tough one because he was already committed, trying to push, to put Malilebok under pressure, but unfortunately there's been a couple of penalties coming and the ref had to react.
Kotzer feeds the line out. Hendrey Stassen rising high to receive. Can this Western Province side get the ball rolling this time around?
That's one stop.
Still the Pumas stand strong. Just the 5 points on the board, and those to Western Province thus far. Now it's Khan breaking blind. The feed to Skosan. He's over the line. He's got it down.
And there's a smile from the coaching staff. Skosan getting over for his second try. Had to work a lot more this time around. And we've seen Western Province, after a drive more that has been stopped by the Pumas, looking to go for to the blind side. I'm sure it's something that they've realized with ailing Pumas is not a strong thing. And especially with Masimla out for the next 10 minutes, you can see Imran Khan just looking to go left and opens up the gap on the right hand side. And once Skosana came in that switch line, there was no chance of stopping him there.
Umbrellas on the touchline, but not for the rain, for the sunshine.
20.
Mani Lebok, he sliced it to the right this time around. No extra points for either try. It's 10 points to 0, Western Province lead.
You can see the Imran Khan just taking his time, and the timing of that switch was very good from Skosan. And his momentum took him over. Very experienced player, knows exactly what he needed to do there. Just make sure you put your arms around the ball. Once you go over, it's an easy try for him.
Made his name for the Lions, of course, did Cordinal Skosan, but born right here in Cape Town. And he's back to represent Western Province over the last few seasons. And the Stormers, of course, warming up for the big URC season, which is to kick off very soon. Imran Khan tries to get it away. The charge down from Mpofu. He couldn't believe it himself. Didn't see where the ball had gone. And now Western Province desperately trying to clear their lines. It's been sliced.
No, it was charged down.
Yeah, look, Becker not happy with that exit. And he had enough time, but he just felt like he had to rush that kick. And this is the chance now with 10 minutes left. Ailing Pumas needs to get on the scoreboard just before halftime.
Crucial line out for the Pumas, well taken by Slubber. Now the rolling ball making some progress for the Pumas. Well marshaled at the back as well by the Welland Klaassen. He's still got the ball in a protected position. Western Province have compromised him now. Tino Swanepoel ready to get it free. An advantage coming the way of the Pumas after the Western Province maul completely dismantled.
4 entry. 4 side entry.
Andre Smith the culprit. But it was time for desperate measures.
He had to take one for the team there. As the Pumas were finding momentum with that drive more. And you can understand why Western Province are not finding touch with their exits.
discipline
Because
in
they
this area.
understand that the Ellen Pumas are very good with their drive more. Nice set, so patience. You can see just waiting for that moment to just move. And Anders Smith just had to give away a penalty.
Swichers has returned for the Airlink Pumas, who now take the ball from line out and set the rolling maul. Western Province slightly disjointed in their defense. No penalty advantage coming the way of the Pumas. And they'll have to start from north now, but just 5 meters out from the opposition line. Tino Swanepoel filling in at halfback, of course, because Godlin Masimla still in the sin bin. Sampi Swichers on the carry.
Way 6.
Swanepoel gets it free. Goes as far as Riewald van der Merwe. About a meter or two short now, the Pumas, and another advantage coming their way. Swanepoel wants the ball back, but the forwards want to keep it up front. Grinding their way over the line, and the Pumas have scored their first points.
And it looked like it's that man, Etienne Yannicka. There's been a lot under pressure in the scrums, but it'd be nice for him to get that try for his team, especially with so much pressure they had to get on the scoreboard. And one thing they'll be happy about, to get the try with one man down on the field, is something that they'll be really happy about. You can see they're just showing patience, just waiting for that time to pick and go. Very good try for the Ellen Pumas.
For all the dominant form the Western Province have shown throughout the match, they've only scored those 10 points, and with this conversion from Swart, that makes it a 3-point game between Western Province and the 4th place chasing Pumas.
And that's what the Ellen Pumas had to do, just keep it tight. Tino Swanepoel playing at halfback, but wasn't needed that time. Etienne Yannicka just knew one direction, and that was straight forward over the try line.
Mani Lebok, the man in the middle. Sends it long for the restart. Similani's after this. Taken on bended knee by Stefan Kutsia. Great offload by the lanky number 14 today. Very adept in the 15 jersey. In fact, that was the jersey he was wearing when he played for Tuks and won the Varsity Cup on this very ground against the host Marties a few years back. Swanepoel feeds Swart. Under pressure, Swart. An effective clearance, very well taken by Mani Lebok at the back. Luke Berger waiting in support. Lebok nominates him to take the contacts and continues to marshal the play. Similani isolated. Pumas players not keeping their feet for the turnover. Porter.
Two.
Khan clears it. Lebok sees some space over the top and sends it wide. It's Engelbrecht who feeds it back inside for Fuller. Been chased down from behind. Here's Khan, plays it blind quickly for Engelbrecht. Khan away for Kitzel. Looking sharpish once again, entering the 22 of the Pumas. And threatening more points here, Western Province. Mani Lebok's going to turn to the boot. Another perfect cross kick from the number 10, Damien Marcus. Keeps his feet, flicks it inside for Similani.
And it's that exciting center pairing again. Damien Marcus out on the wing. We know he's got a lot of pace to burn. Great catch. And a nice basketball pass for his center partner. Mani Lebok again. His vision, just seeing that there's a bit of space on the outside. Not enough Pumas supporters. Nice over the top pass to his center partner. Wanisilia Similani to get over for his team 3rd try.
Seconds.
20.
21, 28.
There's been much consternation over the goal kicking of Mani Lebok. No one will be more aware of that than him. And he'll be hoping to get right back on the horse here.
Thanks.
The horse yet to be found, Mani Lebok. Misses another.
And unfortunately, he just doesn't seem to have his kicking boots today. But his vision on the field is always what sets him apart. But it's great play though from Damian Marcus. Strong length drive and then just that pop pass to Simelani to get over for the try.
Ridiculous accuracy on the cross kicks from Mani Lebok, time after time. Great to see him back on the field, making his debut in the Western Province jersey today, of course. That kick right on the 10-meter line. Play on is the call. Fair enough. Nsika Visanti waited for it to drop, and drop it did right on the 10-meter line. Swart holds up well under the contact of Hendrik Stassen there. Western Province can't get that turnover. Yannicka. Oh, the inside pass for Mpofu. Mpofu's charging down the center of the field. He finds Nsika Visanti. About 7 meters out from the line. Here come the Pumas. And they keep their wits about them. Sampi Swikas.
No. Advantage offside.
Swanepoel gets it free. Another penalty advantage for the Pumas, who are turning the tables to the end of this first half. And Godwin Masimla is on his way back.
Really good play between the forwards there for the Pumas. Just getting that offload, finding space, running into space.
Captain.
And Visanti was not going to drop that one, as we see Godwin Masimla coming back.
Okay.
Hopefully that 10 minutes has given something to think about. Just focus more on the game and don't try and prove a point.
Well done, Malembe.
A great play from the Pumas, and just put Western Province under pressure, especially just before halftime.
Clinton Swart puts another 3 on the board for the Pumas. Relatively simple kick for the number 12. And Jimmy Stonehouse will be more encouraged by what he's seen towards the end of this first half than what he saw at the beginning. Of course, chasing down that 4th spot. They started today in 5th, 1 point behind the Free State, who lost to the Griquas on Friday and put themselves in jeopardy as a result. Lebok hangs one high. Stefan Kutsia has brought it in. He's beaten a couple of tackles as well. You can't let him get away. Here's Visanti. Nsika Visanti taking on a couple. Mani Lebok stands up to the challenge. Masimla for Swart. Delayed pass, a quality one for Sachi. The numbers are galore out here on the outside. Charging for the line. Slubbert's taking it on himself. It's over the line. The Pumas have it down.
That will be one of the best tries we've seen from this Puma side.
So it's a try. It's infield and the grounding.
And Geldenes has given the try. And from their own 22, from the kickoff. That's what this Puma side bring. Great hands. You can see Western Province not have enough numbers. And I thought Slabbert had Adonis on his outside. He should have given him to the speedster, but banked his pace and his strength to get over for the try.
Thank you.
And that's exactly what this Puma side would have wanted going to this half. Just make sure you go and get over the try line, and backed himself. And there was no way he was looking for Adonis on his outside when he saw that try line.
Tough one this for Clinton Swart. He has nailed it. And the Pumas are back in the game. In fact, they're ahead of the game. What a first half performance, or at least a closing end to the first half performance for the side in pink today. They came out here looking at 6s and 7s. Western Province dominating, especially the scrum battle. But the Pumas have come roaring back into this one. And in the end, it's just 2 points separating the side. The Pumas lead 17-15.
For this year's Currie Cup, we've decided to add a new player to our squad. This new oak seems to have a lot in the tank.
Brings the ball into the box. Gets the
for an eagle to win the tournament.
And he's looking to go upstairs. And he's
No matter the game, rugby fans can play. New customers get an exclusive R100 sports bonus. Redeem code CurrieCup to claim yours. Switch to SuperSport Bet.
International award-winning Blind Tiger Gin, recognized for its unique celebration of the craft gin spirit. Blind Tiger Gin, voted best flavored gin at the World Gin Awards.
In what world is rugby this out?
That is sensational. The pressure, just too much.
Only on your World of Champions SuperSport, bringing you every match in the Casalaga Rugby Championship. Broadcast proudly brought to you by Spur and Checkers.
Mzansi, the Great South African Sale is here. Swipe right for your dream vacation with our new deal matching tool. Find your dream safari lodge, enjoy mountain biking, or hola on the beach under the sun. Visit shortleft.co.za and get up to 50% off all travel deals when you book between the 2nd and 8th of September. And travel anytime. After all, it's your country. Enjoy it, because nothing's more fun than a short left. Hashtag TravelWise Mzansi. T's and C's apply.
That's it. This boy's got some serious gears.
Make sure that they can lock down that top 4 position. But the Pumas, with that 2-point lead, have scored just the 2 tries. They'll be confident of improving in the second half. Akwana, do you think that the team in pink, which they'll change their jerseys at halftime, as is their tradition, do you think they can see it through here?
I'm sure they can, especially the way that they finish in that first half, because they know exactly what they have to do. Just make sure that you don't give away silly penalties. And I'm sure Jimmy Stonehouse would have spoken to them about it. Play outside your own half and put Western Province under pressure. And I'm sure they can pull it through today.
So just to clarify the situation as we came into this match, the Pumas started off in 5th position, having played 8 matches and won 4 in this season's competition. Free State, on the other hand, started today on 25 points, having lost to the Griquas on Friday. Big loss for the Cheetahs. They really could have locked down that semi-final position had they claimed a victory in that match. Now, if the Pumas hold on for the win here, that sets up a decider of note in Nelspruit next weekend when the Cheetahs travel up to take on the Pumas in the final round of action. Of course, if it remains as is, the Pumas will secure that victory and go into that match with a lead. But even if they were to lose and get a bonus point, they would head into that final match level on points with the Cheetahs as well. It's all to play for in the final round of the Carling Currie Cup. The top 3 sides have locked in their fate for the time being. The Lions, the Bulls and the Sharks. Have you been impressed with those 3 sides so far, Akona?
Especially the Lions, the way they started. You know, you thought they would not make it because you know the Lions sometimes struggle in the Carling Currie Cup. But the way they put the Bulls away on Friday was just the character of the team. Yes, they had a couple of URC players, but the way they were scoring tries for free, it's been exciting. But I think for me, how the Hollywood Bet Sharks have performed, you know, losing the first 3 games and just coming back and just, you know, showing what the team can do.
Captain.
especially for a young coach like Jeppe Peterson. I'm sure he's very happy with how his team is performing.
I mean, as impressive as the players in this competition, the coaches, so many young coaches making their name in this Currie Cup competition, taking the step up to the next level. In the middle, with ball in hand, Marnie in the book, the Springbok, to get us back underway. Western Province trail by 2, 40 minutes to play here in Stellenbosch. And Mpofu claims the kickoff for the Pumas.
That's outside.
You heard referee Geldenes say it's
Inside
outside,
now, yes.
indicating that the Pumas could not kick the ball directly into touch from that. But now the ball is inside the 22-meter line, meaning that Godlin Masimla can roll the dice and hug that touchline with his kick clearance. A fine kick it was from the former Western Province player.
It's a very good play from Ellen Pumas. Playing to the laws, understanding the rules of the game. And that was a very good kick from Masimla. Finding a nice touch. Just between the 10 meters and the half.
Ball in hand for Western Province. Lebok away to Marcus. It's been compromised in the midfield, and the Pumas have the chance to kick through here. Fasaki turns to the toe, but there's no real chase. And Cupido can marshal that one.
And we've seen a lot of teams play that set move, starter move, with the loose forwards just outside the center for him to set it up. And unfortunately, there, Willie Engelbrecht just losing the ball forward. And now gives a very good chance to this Ellen Pumas.
A little bit open 5.
The feed from the Llewellyn Klassen. Great chance at the start of this second half for the Pumas to put some distance between themselves and their opposition. You'll see that they're still playing in pink, but a slightly different hue, changing their jerseys at half-time. Godlin Masimla delays his pass, and then Sika Fisanti got man and ball as a result. Cleared by Masimla. Here's Mpofu. He's been hard at work today. Loses control in that contest. It's advantage to Western Province. Most likely just a knock-on advantage. Khan gets it free, and now it's Lebok. Khan. Stassen trying to get past the first defender.
The ball is out there. No advantage. Okay.
Yeah, Western Province lucky there. Imad Khan just waiting for some of his forward to give him space for the kick. But fortunately for him, going back to the knock-on. Mpofu forcing the pass. And Yanika just knocking it on. And I think for me, you have to make sure that you get the dominant first before you make that offload.
Your ball, yes.
Just make sure that if you go to ground, Yanika is the first cleaner. Keep the pressure on Western Province and not force those passes there.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Here it comes, Godlin Masimla.
Offside. You pass the tunnel.
New laws.
You can't go past the tunnel. Offside. Doesn't matter, you can't be
and
offside.
Again, Godlin Masimla just
there.
Being penalized in the scrum. And you can hear the ref clearly there. You can't go past the tunnel. It's one of the new laws that have been put in place. And unfortunately, Masimla getting that one wrong.
9. Hy's clearly uit, maar hy's verby die tunnel.
And you can see the great hit from both sides. And that ball is out, but unfortunately, it's the new laws. You have to abide by the law.
Hold on. Open up, please. Open and come closer.
Player on for the Pumas, Diewald Maritz in the 17 jersey. Western Province claimed that line out with aplomb. Khan sends it midfield to Marcus. With the offload right as the defenders are arriving, successful. This time, Cupido on the charge. He is a confident and strong youngster with a bright future in the game. Keep your eye on that kid. Stassen carries forward. Khan trying to flick it away, and Mpofu.
No, that's just a knock on for me.
Not deliberate. Just a knock. Scrum put into Western Province.
Yeah, Mpofu just outstretching his arm, just knocks that ball on. And it's a great run from Cupido, just getting involved. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities in that first half, but that's what you expect from the youngster. Always fresh, always looking for ball in hand. As we look at the replacement scrummer from the Pumas, Ross Brody, coming on for Golden Masimla.
Masimla with the yellow card already having been shown to him. He's continuing to play the game right on the borderline, so a good time for Brody to enter.
Crouch!
What a player he is, Brody.
Bind! Set!
Khan ready to feed the scrum once it stops shifting around. And they get the penalty advantage, Western Province, back on the front foot at scrum time. Similani with the offload to the book.
Standing up.
Soft mistake from Western Province. Mani Libok just not able to get his hands on the ball. And that's what this Western Province has been very good with today. Just in the scrums have been very dominant. Another penalty in the scrum. And now it's a good chance for Western Province to get on the scoreboard again.
It's that Stellenbosch educated front row, all having attended Paul Roos at different times, of course. Stephen Kitsoff, JJ Kotze and Corne Veilbach.
And you can see the pressure that Type 5 is putting on the Pumas forwards. Just couldn't handle the pressure, and you can see them standing up. And another easy penalty to give away.
JJ Kotze feeds the line out. Gary Porter claims the ball, and Western Province have some go forward with the rolling maul this time. Hendré Stassen making a real nuisance of himself in there, marching on with each and every step, Western Province, but coming straight through the middle to disrupt was Slubbert. Khan gets it away.
Was knocked on here. He came through the middle and knocked it on.
Well, a good effect from Slubbert, but not the right result because they've got a scrum again.
Good defense from the Pumas. Slubbert coming through the middle to try and disrupt that ball. Can see they're coming in, just working through that Western Province pack of forwards. And unfortunately just losing that ball forward. And unfortunately, Stubbsy, like you say, it's another scrum that they have to contend with now.
Stephen Kitsoff's looking in fine form.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Use it.
Use it, the call. No penalty advantage coming for Western Province this time. Damian Marcus is danger!
The speed of the man, the strength of the young man. Getting over for the try. And has been looking dangerous with that ball in hand. Just have options on his outside. Similani running hard. And that's what Damian Marcus does well here. Ball in two hands. Looks for that pass. Poor tackle from Visagie. And once he went over, there was no way of stopping him.
Thank you.
And Similani ran a very good line. Kept Clinton Swart's attention, making sure that it doesn't double hit on Damian Marcus. Very good player, this youngster.
20.
Mani Lebok, after a couple of challenging ones from the right-hand side of the field, this time has a far simpler effort. And he puts an extra 2 points on the board. Mani Lebok sends Western Province into a 22 points to 17 lead.
And the Pumas won't be happy with that defense, especially from first phase. Can see the Visagie not really committing on that tackle, not putting the shoulder, just reaching out with the arm. And there will only be one winner with that, and that was Damian Marcus.
Fasahi, clean strike on that one, goes along with it. Simelane can't see it through the sunshine, lets it bounce, and now he's claimed it. And he's beaten a couple as well. The dancing feet of Simelane, once the captain of SA's under-20 side. JJ Kotze carrying with confidence. Kotze on the charge, up beyond the 10-meter line. Mani Lebok with Western Province on the front foot. Here comes Stassen. Kitsoff on the handoff. Carries forward. Khan to Lebok in the face of danger, gets his pass away. A burst of energy from Western Province.
Knee play on.
Khan to Lebok. Berger under pressure.
No, 2 knock-ons. First blue, then pink. Yeah.
Really good pressure on defense there.
Time off for that boot.
And they had to get out of line to just make sure that they stop that pass on the spot. As we look at Jan Henning Kampa coming on for Llewellyn Klassen. It's that time of the game where the coaches will be looking for those fresh legs.
We're waiting. Time is off.
Trying to inject some energy in this game.
Springboks showing up left, right and center. Joseph Dweber's on the field for Western Province, and he packs a serious punch.
Time on. First blue, then pink.
A number of changes coming on for Western Province all at once, including, of course, Ruben van Heerden making his season debut. A seasoned campaigner who's made a big difference for Western Province since his arrival. Especially so for the Stormers, of course, at URC level. Another powerful strum from Western Province, but Pumas get the ball clear before trouble can arise. Swanepoel's beaten the first. And once he gets through a half gap, there's real danger. He is an electrifying runner. Under pressure, Dewald Moritz deals with the contact. Brody. Swiegers managing the contact. Brody clears for Swart. Isolated Brits, away to Kutsia. Brits throws him through the gap and Kutsia powers forward, but it's been ripped clean by Stassen. He's having a big game. Khan for Kotze. Khan under pressure, perhaps being played by those Pumas players pouncing through the center of the rack. But Western Province managed to secure possession again regardless. Dave Ewers on the field making his debut for Western Province, taking it into contact there. Khan sends it over the top. Cupido's after this one. Swart is underneath it. What a take from Swart. Decides to try to bounce Joseph Dweber, who is having absolutely none of that.
Only one winner, right?
Brody sets it free. Danrich Fasahi away to Swart. Both sides getting the bit between their teeth now. Damian Marcus slings it away to Kotze, sends a skip pass to Simelane. It's still in field. Simelane tries to find a teammate, only goes as far as Jan Henning Kamfer. The Pumas 22-meter line is where we begin again. Pumas would do well to retain their composure here and realize they cannot allow this match to slip away from them, trailing by 5 points as they do. This one's right up against the touchline for Brody. It's a big mistake from the number 9, or the number 21 as it were.
Won't be happy with that kick. Unfortunately, just fighting out to touch. It's been a really good passage of play. And you can see a couple of players just feeling the heat. It's a bit hot out there, especially in the second half. As we look at the table, Cheetahs and Pumas, and that's the sport that the Pumas are playing for. They know how important this game is, especially with next week facing the Toyota Cheetahs at home.
So the Pumas currently have a bonus point for being within 7 points and not for try scoring. They still have 2 to go to get that one. It may prove crucial come the final reckoning, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a showdown in Nelspruit regardless. and it's a must-win fixture. You win that match, you're probably going through.
And I think it depends on how today goes as well, especially
Don't move.
for the LN Pumas. If they win this game, they've got one hand in that fourth spot.
Van Heerden with a quick feed off the top of the line out. Damian Marcus taking it to the line time and time again today. Dweba.
That's ripped. Play on.
It's been ripped in the contact, so the Pumas have the chance to counter, showing seriously quick hands. But were they too quick for their own good? Still alive. Adonis feeds it outside to Tino Swanepoel. Back inside for Adonis to chase. It's bounced loose. The hands of the magic man, Mani Libok, securing possession for Western Province. But the Pumas come piling in and win it back. Swanepoel to set it free. Looks for a gap himself. They are in the strike zone now. Slubbert slings it wide to his captain, Dimaza. Penalty advantage for offside. David Brits on his former home ground sends it to Kutsia. It's back inside for Brody.
And that's what Brody brings, especially when it comes in the second half.
Ja, iets is, dan zal het verkeerd
Always
worden.
runs that support line
Ons kijken altijd
like any good scrum half. But that's great play from LN Pumas. Seeing that Western Province didn't have enough numbers, just make sure you keep the ball, put them under pressure. David Prince just looking for options. Great pick-up, Stefan Kutsia, and the strength of the man. Able to get the offload to his support line on the inside. And that's what you need, especially when you have that big man on the outside. Give him a bit of space and time with ball in hand. And is able to get that pass inside to get the LN Pumas back on the scoreboard.
Clinton Swart strikes it clean and strikes it true. The Pumas reclaim the lead.
We've got a game on our hands. I can see the pass from Dimaza, just making sure that he keeps the ball alive. David Bates looking for his wingman on the outside. Ross Brody will be happy with his impact in the second half.
The log is alive here in the round 9, the penultimate round of the Carling Black Label Currie Cup. The Pumas back in 4th position, having taken the lead again. Try scoring bonus point wouldn't hurt. Mani Lebok gets us back underway. Pumas starting very deep from that restart, and Mpofu couldn't make up the ground, and there were a number of Western Province players in position to claim. Diewald Dievenacher. They don't come much more experienced than that. Sangweni, formerly of the Lions, on the field as well for Western Province. Feeds that one away.
No, clearly.
Set free by Dievenacher. And there he is again, some confusion right at the gain line from Western Province, and Pumas have the chance to launch the counter. The pass no good, and Kutsia must turn to the boot.
No advantage. Knock on.
No advantage there. Stefan Kutsia not having a great kick. And unfortunately, Dave Ewers just losing that ball forward. Just shows you that you must always expect anything with Mani Lubok on your inside. No look pass.
Yeah, knocking in that tackle.
Just a soft error from Western Province.
Don't put him in there.
13 years at the Exeter Chiefs. David Ewers, 1 year at Ulster, and now he's back in South Africa.
At the nearest jersey.
Born in Harare, Zimbabwe. So close to home. This match is balancing on a knife's edge.
Bind! Set!
The Pumas would love some more positivity at scrum time, but it has been a battle thus far. And they get themselves a penalty.
3. Pulling out of the contest. Not staying straight.
Welbeck getting penalized. An easy penalty give away there. Just not scrumming straight, pulling the side. Not really dominating in that scrum.
Such a talented youngster, just 22 years old, the tight head prop for Western Province.
And to his defense, you'd expect the tight head prop to be subbed by this time. As we see that sub coming on now.
Time is off.
With Corné Welbach coming off. And Brian Leroux making his debut for the DHL Western Province.
Stay there, Blue.
And Porfu claims at line-out time. We're starting on the halfway line are the Airlink Pumas. Great offload from Clinton Swart to Insika Fisanti. Advancing with great speed are the Pumas. A couple of phases. Clinton Swart at the heart of all things good for the side in pink today.
No!
Hunted behind the gain line there, David Brits.
One, playing the 9,
Stephen
and
Kitzel.
tackler.
Try to make it look all
Tackler,
natural.
and you're not allowed to play the 9.
Yeah, discipline around the breakdown has been an issue for both teams today.
Okay. I take note.
Tackler not rolling away and playing the 9.
Yeah, you can. You're not a play.
And you can understand why the LM Pumas would go for post now. They've got the bonus, or they've got one more try for bonus point,
No
but
problem.
for them, a win is good enough.
Clinton Swart. Got a lot of experience playing in Japan. He's been striking it well today. And he hits another one. 3 more points for the Pumas. It's a 5-point game in Stellenbosch.
Yeah.
The Pumas lead 27-22.
He has been really good with his kicking. And he's kept his team in the front. Yeah, Stephen Kitsap won't be happy with that penalty he gave away, especially at that part of the game with a guy who's kicking so well today.
Come on.
Marnie Lebook. Not sure he got the right connection on that one. Brody can't handle. Oh, that is a costly mistake.
And it could be very costly for his side.
Perfect.
It seems like he had enough time to get under the ball, but
pulled out of the contest. Yeah.
just taking his eyes off the
This
ball
side was good.
and just knocks it forward.
Got the fiery eyes of a former bodybuilder, Jimmy Stonehouse. Uncompromising coach of the Pumas, and he's taken them to great heights. The highest heights, in fact, they've ever seen, winning the Currie Cup in 2022.
Bind! Okay, patience, guys, patience. Don't attack the space. Crouch! Bind! Set!
The spicy plum, Stephen Kittoff against Sampi Swiegers.
18 straight on his knees.
There's a penalty. Brian Leroux just coming on and giving away a penalty. You can see the excitement in the Pumas players. That was a massive call, and they know exactly what that means for their side.
It was a match slow to get started, but my goodness, it's rolling downhill now. A lot of jeopardy as well in this game as we take another look at how the penalty came about.
And just an easy call for the ref there. And it was on his side, so you could clearly see Brian Leroux just dropping the knee.
That's off the boot plate.
Play on is the call. Ewers applying his physicality to the situation. Brody gets it away. Brody, the Western Province defensive line absolutely flying up to put pressure on the Pumas' backs. Clinton Swart is running the show awfully well. The kick off the left boot. Sharp angle on that from Brits. It will be the Western Province throw into the lineout.
Yeah, not many options there for David Brits. His team not really going forward or making meters with ball in hand. There's a tough kick on his left foot. Bit of space behind, just to relieve the pressure.
Dweba feeds. It's been snatched away by Slubbert. The bounce awfully kind for Western Province. Looked like the Roo charging onto it. Here's Van Heerden. Divenacher away to Lebok. Damian Marcus off to Similani. Divenacher seeing some space over the top. Swanepoel trying to drop back. Oh, the skills. Oh, he's just stepped on the touchline. Taking it over the shoulder, dancing right on the edge of it, but drifted into touch.
Yeah, so unlucky there, Tino Swanepoel. Great catch, running backwards. And unfortunately, just the momentum just took him over by it. So unfortunate, but great cover from the fullback. But also a great kick from Devil Divenacher. That's what he brings when he comes on for this side. Able to see where the space is and puts his team on the front foot.
Dweba hits the mark this time around. Gary Porter at the heart of the action sets the rolling maul for Western Province, who are angling in field.
That's what?
They've got absolutely nobody standing on the blind side. Damian Marcus carries to the line again. This time the dummy not bought. Divenacher off to Lebok. Lebok goes through himself. Divenacher gets it free for Dave Ewers. It looks like he's going to settle in here very nicely. A very physical loose forward. Dweba upright into the contact, spins out and goes again. Divenacher for Kitshoff.
7.
Penalty advantage to Western Province. Lebok slings it. Taken out of the air, Luke Berger, the inside ball for Ruben van Heerden. Still 5 meters out, Western Province. Sangweni charging. Just on the line now, Western Province are in. They're in again. And it's a hat-trick for Kortnel Skosan.
And what a line by Kortnel Skosan. Just making sure his timing is perfect. Running off the shoulder of Devil Divenacher. Can see that somewhere he comes in hard and straight. Gets them forward. And Kortnel Skosan, no one is going to stop him from that close of the try line. And that started with this forward pack from Western Province. Just running hard and straight. Every player just putting their hand up, say, give me the ball. That's what you expect, and you can hear the crowd is very happy.
But of course, a corner, the most important player is the wing. And once you give him the ball, the tries are scored.
And he's the main man with 3 tries tonight.
Lebok. Successful again, and the flag's raised. Western Province take the lead once more.
And it seems like Western Province, when they have advantage on their side, they seem to just play with a bit of energy. Devil Divenacher again involved, making sure he gets the attention of those guys around the rods, opening the space for Kortnel Skosan to go over for his hat-trick tries.
At Yuri Mattia, ironically, they call him Sunshine. Blocking out the sunshine for the time being as the restart goes up. Similani underneath this one. Pumas putting pressure on.
That's inside.
Divenacher looks like he's going to set up a clearance himself. He does just that. An accurate one as well. Skosan's after this one. Stefan Kutsia with that long frame of his. Easily able to claim it out of the sky. Skosan on the recovery run, able to get it back in Western Province hands. Mattia sees that Swanepoel is pushed up into defense, and now Cupido is putting pressure on Swanepoel's receipt of the ball. Swanepoel sees the gap and he's through it. Dangerous runner, and as such a crucial tackle Looked like Matongo, the counter-rack from Western Province's pure dominance. Pumas scrambling.
No.
Luke Berger putting pressure on. Danrach Versace having to improvise.
No, that was a contest.
And what a contest it was. And the Pumas find themselves starting from deep within their own 22.
Use.
Brody's going to send the kick long. Divanacha underneath it. Manages to claim. Here's Kosan. More players from the Pumas in attendance than Western Province, and David Britz guilty of coming around.
Ruck form.
A clearly ruck formed there. David Britz just seeing that ball and couldn't help himself. And especially at this time of the game. 2-ball game, very close game. It's been entertaining the second half. And you can see how tough it's been today.
Linus in middle.
Some cramping there from the Western Province player.
Yeah.
What a tournament we've had this year. And it's coming down to the wire for that final semi-final spot.
Time off.
And to be clear, whether it's the Cheetahs or the Pumas that make it in at fourth, they're going to have a battle on their hands to overcome the likes of the Lions or the Bulls, who will be playing at home on the basis of finishing in first and second position. And then the Sharks 15, who have been resurgent, are going to be a challenge to either one of those sides as well. Cheetahs, of course, the reigning champions if they are to make it into the semi-finals, and Pumas, the former champions before that. There is not much wiggle room for any of the sides looking to get into the knockouts. Here's Dweba. Crucial line out this for Western Province.
That's moving backwards.
If they were to score now, they would put huge pressure on the Pumas, and they had just a moment of no resistance from the Pumas, but still the rolling maul moves forward now.
On the line.
The Pumas have managed to stop that without infringing, impressively so. Divanacha. Gary Porter waiting at first receiver. Sets the ruck further in field. Divanacha. Big strong run from Sangweni. Loose now, and it's a Pumas put into the scrum. We're heading for the final 10 minutes of the match.
And how important will those 10 minutes be for both sides, as Western Province looking to get their third winner of the Currie Cup. Unfortunately, Sangweni, having carried so well, getting over the advantage line, just losing the ball forward.
Well, it's like watching a tennis match, this Currie Cup table. It's going to and fro. The Cheetahs back in fourth position now for the time being. And another reminder, the Pumas versus the Cheetahs next weekend in the final round of Currie Cup group action to decide who makes the semis.
It's a big scrum for the Pumas. Make sure that they get this ball and exiting that out of their half.
Set.
Brody. Another powerful scrum from Western Province. And the Pumas have just about survived. It's Vian van Niekerk off the bench for the Pumas in the 22 jersey, who carries into contact, and Clinton Swart, who has been absolutely brilliant here today. Sends it downfield for Luke Berger. This guy's quick. Berger. Is he going to take them on? He is. Brought down by the first defenders, and the Pumas have reclaimed possession.
No, in from the side here, no advantage. Knock on.
Yeah, just unfortunately, Luke Berger just losing the ball forward. Very exciting player. Yeah, John Dobson knows exactly how close this game is. The team that makes the least mistakes and concedes the less penalties might come out on top today.
Yeah, a bit more space on this side as well, and long binds.
What a brilliant day it is in Stellenbosch. A brilliant day to watch the rugby for sure, and great to see the Currie Cup coming out here. And of course the Midstream College as well up north for the Yitske Derby. What a day that was.
Bind. Set.
Kwanda Dimaza making sure to clear the ball as quickly as possible this time. Brody with the physicality. Swanepoel fills in at halfback. Like Nojekwa carrying into contact that time. Comfort gets it away. Very few gaps appearing on the outside as this Western Province defense continues to stand strong here in the final 10 minutes of the match.
No.
With 2 points separating the sides, Comfort carries
away.
forward. And is driven back by Van Heerden and co. Round the corner with great aplomb. Dewald Maritz couldn't get the pass away. And it's been knocked on. Stress levels rising in Jimmy Stonehouse and the coaching staff.
And you can understand the stress levels from the coach.
Number 5 needs to be subbed, please.
Clearly on his face, understands exactly what's at stake. And unfortunately, Dewald Maritz looking for the offload and just loses that ball forward and gives away possession once again.
Now a couple of players down to get treatment and water bottles of all sorts coming onto the field. And for sure, the players feeling that change from the winter to the summertime, it's going to be more draining. And the URC, of course, starting in these conditions. It's not the first time Gaza Porter has been down getting treatment. He has been outstanding. Represented at UCT in the Varsity Cup. Onto the field for the Pumas, Pico Sobatle, formerly of the Sharks.
Okay, we need to go,
Scored 6
please.
tries in 8 Currie Cup appearances this season. And of course, for those wondering why we're not talking about Western Province's semi-final hopes, because those have been dashed over the course of the season, winning just 2 of their matches and being shut out of contention by the Cheetahs result against the Greek was eventually this weekend gone by, or this Friday gone by rather.
Yeah, unfortunately a season that they won't be happy about. We know how well this Western Province side has played in the Currie Cup. But unfortunately this season has to be one of their poor seasons that we've seen on this team.
I went straight down.
Seen plenty of that today. Scrum time penalty for Western
Everybody
Province.
straight down. Under pressure.
I'm sure the Toyota Cheetahs coaching staff is watching and happy when they see Western Province dominating in the scrum, because it's playing into their hands.
That's a coaching team these days, and there are many experienced rugby heads inside of that coaching booth, led of course by the one and only John Dobson. Yuri Mathieu. It's about 45 meters this kick. Mathieu struck it so very well on his former home ground. The old Marty puts another 3 points on the board for Western Province.
And that was a very, very good kick from Yuri Mathieu. Just gives his side that little bit of breathing room. But this should be an exciting last 5 minutes of this game.
It's up and away, and whoa, what a contest from Sobatle. Fresh onto the field. Took the ball and taken into touch.
Well.
So the lineout will be to Western Province, whose manager Chippy Solomon is celebrating his birthday today, not present on the pitch side because he's having a surprise lunch. But he is a long-serving member of this Western Province side, and I hope he's enjoying his day. The carry comes from Devon Fuller. It's the teenager.
Use it! Not yet.
Rising through the ranks of Western Province rugby very quickly, and right that he should. He is seriously impactful. Here's Sobatle. Can be so elusive once he gets free. Swanepoel with ball in hand now. Tino Swanepoel's going to take them on himself. Tino Swanepoel's beaten 1, 2 and another. The scramble defense of Western Province brings a halt to the movement, and now the Pumas showing some desperation, but there's an advantage coming their way.
Yeah, Courtney Skosan
Tackle without a ball.
just making a tackle without the ball. And that's what Tino Swanepoel will bring. If you don't have a solid chase line, he will expose that defense line. And you can see him just looking for options and not forcing the offload, which is very good from him. And Ellen Pumas trying to stay within that 7 points to just get that bonus point.
Very interesting that. Now Clinton Swart with the team trailing by 5 and just 3 minutes left on the clock, going for the 3 points. Swart, he's hit that one flat. He's headed true. Another one over for Clinton Swart. It's a 2-point game yet again.
And it looked like he could have hurt himself there with that low bullet. It was a very good kick. I thought maybe they would have gone for the win, gone for the corner, especially they've been driving very well from the line out.
Just over 2 minutes to play. It's all on the line here. The Pumas looking to secure as many points as possible here in Stellenbosch before heading to the final match of the group stage on home turf against the Cheetahs in a shootout for the final spot in the semi-finals. Composed clearance for the side from Mpumalanga. Brody fakes the kick and they go for the running play. Swart with a compromised pass, hunted behind the gain line. Stefan Kutsia, Western Province swarming, and they win the penalty.
Number 8, you're sitting off. You're under pressure and you go straight off your feet.
Yeah, that play makes no sense. To try and get out of your own 22, but running the ball out. Great awareness though from Western Province, realizing that Pumas will try anything from their own half. And unfortunately the captain, Kwanda Dimaza, giving away a penalty. And now Western Province might snatch away that bonus point.
So 2 minutes.
Dweba. Gary Porter takes it at 2 ball.
Over.
Now they've got rolling right away, Western Province, and Dweba in the boot. Hands on ball, Western Province powering forward. Joseph Dweba, they're in for the try.
And that's exactly what you expect from your bench. Springbok coming on. A very good drive more from Western Province. And this kick now coming up is very important in terms of the log standing.
Like I said,
now Western Province will be happy with that drive ball. Great ball. Gary Porter has been there. And once that driving ball starts to move forward, it will be very tough for them to stop. And Joseph Dweba not stopping him there that close to the line.
Yeah. $20.
Yuri Mathieu. Clean strike from Sunshine Mathieu. The flags are raised. The bonus point eviscerated for the Pumas. And Western Province get their 3rd win of the season on the back of that try late on by Joseph Dweba. Ruben van Heerden looking in fine form, as many of these players getting ready for the Vodacom URC season, which is to come. But for now, the Carling Black Label Currie Cup the focus, especially so for the Pumas, who still have something to go for in the final week of play. Western Province will be heading up to Griquas next Friday, getting over the line for a try to claim a sweet victory, which has been so hard to come by this season for the side from the Western Cape. Cordnell Skosan, the champion of the match, standing over that one in celebratory tone as well. What a match he's had, the number 14. They have wings galore down here in Western Province, and he's one of the better ones, the Springbok. Wandisile Simelane put on a great performance today as well. But here are the stats from the Matcha Corner. Such a closely fought battle.
It was one of those games where I think whichever team would give first would be on the losing end, and it's the handling errors that stand out for me. If you look at from the Pumas, 12 handling errors, 10 from Western Province. Unfortunately, it's been that tough of a game. Pass not going to hand, a couple of knock-ons there. And I'm sure it's something that they will want to work on for next week.
Well, both sides full of enterprise, that's for sure. The Pumas being forced in a few more tackles and missing a few more as well. 39 points to 30, heartbreaking stuff. We're going down pitch side where Brayton Paulser waits for us.
Well, 39-30 it is for the DHL Western Province, beating the ailing Pumas today in Stellenbosch. And with me now, the champion of the match, Clinton Swart. Clinton, just accept your medal there for Mr. Reggie Stander from SAB. Clinton, congrats on your performance today, but not the result you guys wanted.
No, definitely not. We came out here hopefully to get the win, make it easier for us next week. Worst case scenario, get 2 points, maybe 4 tries and a losing bonus point if we lose. Unfortunately, it didn't go our way, but we've still got a chance next week.
Talking about next week, up against a tough old foe, the Cheetahs, surely you guys will be desperate because you're now not taking any point back to Mbombela.
Yeah, definitely. The Cheetahs always bringing everything to their pitch. Well-fielded side as well. But yeah, we're playing at home. We owe our fans something. So we're definitely going to go out all guns blazing, try to get the 5 points as well.
Well done on your performance, Clinton.
Some ups and downs, but I think awesome atmosphere in Cape Town, coming all the way here. To get so close to winning and then throw it away at the end, maybe some decisions, some unforced errors. But it happened, so we're going to have to go back and fix it. And like I said, next week we still got a chance.
Good luck next week.
Thanks, Brady.
He's big in Japan, is Clinton Swart, and he was big on the field here today. Not coming away with the victory in the end. You could see the disappointment. It's time for the Pumas captain.
Joining me now, losing captain of the ailing Pumas, Kwanda Demasa. Kwanda, a tough day at the office. You guys had your chance, and especially towards the end of the first half, you were lifting the tempo and you were getting over the gain line, getting the points as well, but threw it away at the end today.
Yeah, I think most importantly, we should have just went to the 22 and just kept the ball, kept on building phases and, try to get the try as well. But I think, it was disappointing for us not to get the points as well and also winning this game. But I think we'll take it to next week.
You were defending quite a lot in that first half, and we all know it's exhausting, it's energy sapping. What was the instruction at halftime from Coach Jimmy?
No, I think it was just keeping the momentum. We went to the halftime and we were leading. I think the most important thing for us was just momentum. Keep on going and just try to score every chance we get when we get in 22.
One thing Puma fans know and rugby fans know in South Africa is that this team's got character. Up against the Cheetahs next week, all to play for.
Yeah. No, next week is definitely important for us, especially now going home. The community of Mbombela is going to drive us, I think the most important thing next week is just to get the win. But we'll definitely be there.
Thanks for the game.
Thank you very much, sir.
Our brothers in arms, Joseph Dweba, making a big difference off of the bench. Adonis has been performing outstandingly well for the Pumas this whole season. We got Brayton Paulser on pitch side again.
Joining me now, winning captain today, and Willie, not a lot of wins this time around for DHL Western Province, but getting all the, the experience back of guys like Kitsi, Mani, Lubbock, it must have lifted the spirits.
Yeah, we prepped the whole week without them, and they just joined us on Friday, but it's good to get the win. It's a pity it's so late in the season, but grateful for the win. Hats off to the Pumas. They're always a hard team to play against, but yeah, grateful for the win.
You know all about the DNA of the Puma side, having played there for quite a long time. What was your message for the boys during this week?
my only message for them was that it's going to be physical. If they don't pitch up physical, it's going to be a long day. So luckily they did. They kept us busy that first 20 minutes. Just grateful we could pull it through.
In a really tough season for you guys in facing Griquas the weekend, there's been a few youngsters putting up their hands, the likes of Marcus, the likes of Divan Fuller, to mention just a few. So that must be encouraging.
Yeah, I've been saying it week in, week out. The talent in Cape Town is phenomenal. And there's so many young guys coming through, and they're going to still play big rugby.
Willie, thank you so much, and congrats with the win today.
Thank you, Brady.
Great performer for Western Province and the Stormers, Willie Engelbrecht. And these are the results from the weekend. 9 points between the sides today, but what about the rest of those results, O'Connor?
The one that stands out is obviously the one for the Sharks, 15. Makasalama Pipi scoring some tries. And if you look at the other one, the Jaske derby between the Bulls and the Lions, that was the game of the weekend, and Lions just showed everyone that they're one of the favorites.
There is the log as it stands, heading into the final round of group action next weekend. The Lions claiming their spot on the top of the log. The Bulls locked into the semi-finals as a host as well. The Sharks have secured their position in third. They'll be playing away. But what do you reckon, AK, between fourth and fifth? Who's going to make it in the end?
Yeah, the Pumas will be disappointed not going away with the point as we look at the fixtures. But that game in Bombela next week between the Pumas and the Cheetahs, that's the one to look out for. Here's Griquas and Western Province. Western Province will go there, look for the second win of the Currie Cup. And the game on Sunday between the Sharks 15, between the Bulls, will be the game to watch out for.
Well, what an afternoon we've had in Stellenbosch. We thank you for joining us. Enjoy your next rugby weekend. For now, we're out of here.